Numbers chapter 20, verse 12. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you did not believe in me, to uphold me as holy in the eyes of the people of Israel, therefore you shall not bring this assembly into the land that I had given them. We must guard ourselves against letting the attitudes and actions of others take us off the path of righteousness and blessing in the Lord's program. At Meribah, the people complained a seventh time to Moses. And this particular complaint, was because they found no water there. So as they found no water there, the Lord instructed Moses to speak to the rock to bring forth water for the people. However, Moses did not do exactly as the Lord had commanded. Instead of speaking to the rock, he struck it twice. And this was an act of disobedience. However, perhaps we see Moses' greatest failure here in his words as he stated, "Hear now, you rebels. Shall we bring water for you out of this rock?" It seems that from these words that Moses placed the focus for this miracle on himself and Aaron rather than the Lord. And one of the most dangerous traps of ministry is to claim for yourself the glory due to God. The failure of not giving glory to God has a direct link to disobedience because both are problems of distrust. And here, due to a momentary lapse in his faith walk, Moses failed on both levels. Now, prior to this incident, the actions of Moses were always that of obedience and intercession for the people. But here, the people's complaining finally drives Moses to a point of weakness and failure. The results of this failure were tragic for Moses. He would never enter the promised land for which he had led the people all those miles and all those years. And as believers, we must be careful. Often the attitudes and actions of those close to us get us off track with God's plan of blessing. It may be their complaints, their lack of faith, their transgressions, their persecution to get us off the mark, or a host of other things. Before responding to those who get on your last nerve, we must remember to spend time with the Lord in prayer and to keep our minds on the repercussions of our responses. A response by faith will always result in obedience and glorifying God. A response lacking faith results in disobedience and self-exaltation. And a response by faith will keep us on the right path with the Lord, the path of blessing. But a response lacking faith will put us off his path and is a formula for failure. So let us keep mindful of what happens when we encounter people that kind of get to us, that we will still stay consistent doing what the Lord has called us to do.